So I think there's a very clear message as to what this president wants the look of a criminal migrant to look like, what an undocumented migrant. And I think that's racist.
Hold on. Let me chime in. Ma'am, how do they pay you money to be stupid? They pay her to be stupid. Can y'all be like, well, how can I get a job to be paid so much to be stupid? This video is brought to you by Tatum Store. Brought to you by Tatum Store. Ladies and gentlemen, we got all the cool merch. I don't know how, nobody doing it like we doing it. We have our graphic designs. One of the guys that do graphic design for us is literally world renowned. So we have the best designs. We have the best products. We have the best blanks. You name it, we got it. The prices are good. And I'm giving you 20% off. We won 20, WEWON 20 to get 20% off the entire store. So you can get your Trump crypto shirt. You can get your inauguration day, which is legendary. And we also heard you guys who requested that we have multiple colors. So we're doing more than just black shirts. We have multiple colors on here, multiple designs, and different shirts. Like this right here is like one of those old school kind of vintage shirts, a little thicker, 100% cotton. And then we have some other shirts that are a little bit different. So we have a variety. So go on and get your shirts today. We got some of these new ones that's coming out soon, which is love. And then also this all-American Trump shirt. I think these are available. Maybe they're available now. So go on to the Tatum Store, get it now. And also Candace Owens has some merch too. Her merch look pretty cool, man. This looks slick. You can go on to Candace Owens, add to cart, get some of Candace Owens merch today as well. And then also don't forget the discounts. If you're in the military, firefighter, first responder, student, teacher, healthcare worker, senior, commercial driver, or you're on disability or low income, you'll get a discount on my store for life. So go check it out, tatumstore.com. Link is in the description section. Go get some stuff today. We got them on the view crying over. Come on, put the view up. Pull up the view. We got them crying over illegals. Hold on 1 second before we start the clip. Under President Donald Trump's leadership, ICE agents are working tirelessly to protect our communities from child you-know-whatists to suspected ISIS terrorists. And here are some of the worst. I can't say the name. The De La Cruz gang, the Jordanian national who's involved in that, MS-13 members from El Salvador, a Mexican nationalist. These are just examples of people that they have already deported. The first person on my list right here. So one guy, the one from De La Cruz, Monzo, convicted of you-know-what against a child, arrested in Seattle. This other guy suspected of ties to ISIS was arrested. Another guy is wanted in aggravated homicide. This one right here is wanted for murder with an active Interpol red notice, which that means he's noticed he's wanted around the world. Honduras national found with cocaine, fentanyl, and a firearm, convicted of X offense. What was it? Honduras national convicted of driving while impaired, pending charges. This is just an example of some of these people that are getting arrested. Manslaughter charges, aggravated DUI charges. Selena Gomez crying over them. Roll the clip.
U.S. Border Czar Tom Homan has started using ICE agents to conduct a nationwide raid and the U.S. military to carry out mass deportations of undocumented citizens. Now, he told ABC News chief global affairs correspondent.
Pause it. What is undocumented citizens? How did she get away with saying that? There's no such thing as an undocumented citizen. You're not a citizen if you don't have no documentation. You are not a citizen. Roll it.
Martha Raddatz, that this is just the beginning. Take a look.
Is this what we will see every single day, ending in what the president has promised is millions and millions being deported?
Yes, but you're going to see the numbers steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture.
The estimates of perhaps those who have been convicted or arrested in the past, 700,000 to over 1 million. So after you do that, then you go after everybody who is there illegally.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table.
The acting Homeland Security Secretary said in a statement, criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest. What criminals are hiding in schools?
How many MS-13 members are the age of 14 to 17? Many of them.
So, is this the immigration system fix that people had in mind when they voted?
To answer your question, which is this the immigration fix that this country wanted? I think absolutely there are certain people that wanted to see this kind of pain and destruction for a certain group or type of immigrant. Because if you look at the numbers, yes, the number of immigrants that come from Mexico or of Mexican-born are the largest. But the next largest are Asians. 28% of them come. I don't think they walk across the southern border. I think they come by plane. The next largest are Europeans. I don't think they walk either. I'm just saying immigrants, right?
Oh, not undocumented, though.
A lot of them are undocumented, actually.
But that's not the stat for being the
but a lot
Asians
of
are
them
the
come by
second
plane
most.
and then overstay their visas. They overstay their visas. They overstay their visas, so they're undocumented. The Europeans that come here that overstay their visas are undocumented, but they don't come across the southern border. So I think there's a very clear message as to what this president wants the look of a criminal migrant to look like, what an undocumented migrant. And I think that's racist.
Hold on. Let me chime in. Ma'am, how do they pay you money to be stupid? They pay her to be stupid. Can y'all be like, well, how can I get a job to be paid so much to be stupid? Why do they keep saying undocumented? It's illegal alien in the FBI directive. Like when you look at the way they're defined, it's called illegal alien. Okay? And then also, if you notice, every single person that they are deporting and that they're capturing, that they put in the back of them vans, and these people have committed atrocities. The question is, Sonny, stop comparing illegal aliens with immigrants. Stop comparing illegal aliens who are in this country who didn't do nothing with the ones who are committing atrocities. And I just put a couple of examples on here. You are the one conflating the two and trying to make them equal. Donald Trump isn't doing that. You are doing that. Roll the clip.
Also say that, in my view, he has circumvented established law by weaponizing the U.S. military.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Generally, before being deported, you have an asylum case pending in front of a court, and you must appear in front of that judge. Right now, there are 3 million asylum cases and 900 judges. That is why the bipartisan bill that was going to be passed addressed that particular issue. Instead of dealing with it legally in that way, and I'm not saying he's doing it illegally, what he did was declared a national emergency that qualifies as a foreign invasion. And on the U.S.-Mexico border, not any other border. And that cleared the way for the Department of Defense to deploy the military at a 60% increase. I just think that our military members, many of them did not join the military to do that job. And let me say just finally that they are also racially profiling.
Hold on. I don't know if she understands how the military operates. The Army, the Navy, and all of them are not deployed on American soil. It's more than likely they're deploying the National Guard. More than likely. Then, am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They did sign up for that because they're here to support their state and the nation domestically. Even if Trump deployed the military that's supposed to be obviously foreign or dealing with foreign invasion and whatever the case may be, our foreign enemies, it's still on the border where we get invaded by terrorists. That's what they did sign up for that. They actually swore an oath, both foreign and domestic. They are sworn and given an oath to that. What do you mean that's not what they signed up for? Terrorists that have come into our country. Let me just say this real quick for those of you who may be naive. I love you anyway, but you're naive. If people are flooding through our southern border by the hundreds of thousands a month, millions have come through. Millions have come through undetected. That means they did not even make contact with these people. Millions. With a border that is open to that degree, do you not think that terrorist organizations are sending people through? If at any point you wanted to get into America and cause a terrorist activity to occur, the easiest and the fastest way to do it is not by airplane, but by the southern border, where there's tens of millions of people that have come through our border in the last 4 years. There is hundreds of thousands of them that come every month. You have to be the most naive, deceived person on planet Earth to ever exist to think that there's not one terrorist that have come in through the southern border. You have to be even more dense to think that there's not many. They're here right as we speak. And the president only wants to get them out of this country to protect the American people. They keep acting like they're going and finding grandma and them at the grocery store and throwing them in the back of a paddy wagon. They are going after people who are already in trouble and have a deportation order. Grandma and them will never be found. They don't have time to go to door and ask you if you have papers or not. That would be municipal law enforcement to do that. They are not doing that. Sonny Hostin know they're not doing that. Stevie Wonder can see they're not doing that. Every arrest that you see on television, every recorded arrest that you have seen and observed have been people committing heinous atrocities in our country. Roll it.
In doing this. In Newark, New Jersey, a business venue on Thursday was raided, and among the citizens that they detained and questioned was a Puerto Rican man and a military vet. For the 50 million thousandth time, Puerto Ricans are Americans and disproportionately serve in the military. And so I say all of this to say that I am disappointed, disgusted, and saddened by what I'm seeing.
Can I make one point of clarity,
let me speak,
though?
please. Let me get.
So, you asked the question, is this what people voted for? I've actually seen some video this weekend of Latinos who voted for Trump crying because now their abuelas and their tios are getting deported.
Right.
I'm having a very hard time mustering up any sympathy for those people.
Yeah.
And look, I'm an immigrant. I know the desperation that it takes to leave your country.
Hold on. Ma'am, give us some examples. Who's abuela and who family members getting deported like that? I don't know of any. Now, they might be, but you should have got your abuela and them papers. You had 12 years to do it. I mean, you had more than that. Donald Trump, if this is the crackdown, well, Obama did it, and y'all didn't say nothing when Obama was doing it. And your abuela and them was all going when Obama was in office. But just say that Donald Trump just decided to enact this after he left office. Y'all had all this time to figure that out. But then I look at it and say, your grandma and them getting deported, well, what about the people who did it right? They don't get no credit? They ain't got no justice? Your grandma should have did what they did. How do you get a bit? That's like I paid to go to the University of Arizona, and I'm sitting in the lecture hall, and somebody just walk in there and just start taking notes. And they just never leave. And they just keep going. They graduate with a degree. I paid for this. I didn't pay for mine. I had a scholarship. I paid for my master's degree. But the people who had to pay, y'all paying $40,000 tuition, and y'all doing all the rigmarole. You had to apply. You had to do an interview. You had to make straight A's. You had to qualify. You had to do all of this stuff to get into the university. And somebody just walk in the classroom and sit down there and take a test, and they somehow get a degree just like you. How is that fair? People done spent their whole life trying to get over here, then spend all their life savings to get over here, try all they could to get their family members over here the right way, and you just walked over here yesterday. How is that fair, man? That's like people getting their loan forgiven. Wait a minute. What about people who paid their student loan back? You just forgive it. People that didn't do what they supposed to do, you just rewarding that. And the people that worked hard, that stayed up late, they probably would have made straight A's if they didn't have to work a job and go to school. They doing all of this stuff. They're in debt. They're terrified. They're sacrificing to pay back the student loan debt. And then they finally get it paid off, and they're celebrating, and we did it. And then they just giving up people forgiving their loans. People that's the default and all kinds of stuff, they're forgiving their loans. I don't know about the default people, but they forgiving loans. That ain't right. It ain't fair. Roll it.
Amongst immigrants in particular, there is no doubt that we want anybody who had the opportunity to come to this great country and committed a crime, we want them punished, we want them deported to the fullest extent of the law. but a lot of good, hardworking people who are in our schools, who are our colleagues, who own houses and businesses here, who are the parents of U.S. citizen children, are getting caught up in this.
Yep.
Because it's been reported that ICE offices all over the country have been given a quota. There is no way they meet that quota just with criminal aliens. And let me just say, I think that what he's done with the military, in addition to the legal aspects that may be involved, has a lot to do with a publicity stunt. Yeah. The point is cruelty. The point is instilling fear. Yeah. But it's also very costly. A charter DHS flight, it's been reported, is something like $8,500. A military C-130 is $816,000. So each one of those planes is costing us, so that he can have his picture and his photo op, 100 times more what a charter flight would be. And I have been saying for 2 months that people need to get prepared, because he said this was coming and he's living up to that. Yes. So what does that mean? It means that the immigrants out there, if you're an undocumented immigrant, if you've got a kid in school, if you've got a U.S. citizen school, let that school know. Give them a list of adults that can go pick up that kid if you are taken in. Have your documents ready. If you can consult with a lawyer, por el amor de Dios, háganlo. And all of those people crying right now and feeling bad.
Stop. As soon as she started trying to speak Spanish, you out of my how much time I got on this clip anyway? Yeah, forget it. I don't want to hear nothing else. When she started trying to speak Spanish and doing all this old virtue signal stuff, I don't want to hear it. You should have been having this in place already. What y'all thought you thought you was just gonna do this forever? You thought you was gonna live in America forever? When people have died to establish this country, you just come over here for free because you need help. Everybody need help. Everybody looking for a better opportunity. There's 1 billion people starving in the world. Everybody want to come to America. How are you so special? You should have been having the people take care of your kid anyway. I have compassion for people who are doing the right thing that's over here illegally, but hey, man, it's life. It's life. There's consequences for your actions. If you came here legally, you wouldn't have nothing to worry about. Came here legally. Come over here legally. You ain't had nothing to worry about. I don't feel sorry for you, because you do that and you go to Mexico, they'll put you in a jail. I mean, what am I going to tell you? The ones who did it right, they good. Not unless you saying most Mexicans in this country are illegals, which I don't think that's the case. I hope not. Everybody else, high five. Y'all did it the right way. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. That's why you did it the right way. That's why you waited that long. That's why you paid that money. So you don't have to be worried about 10, 15 years from now that you're going to somehow get deported. Get them out of here. I pray for them. I want y'all just pray for them. Pray for them. How about y'all help Mexico or wherever they came from to become a better place so they can actually live in their own country? Nobody told you that you should have had a kid over here. Your kid shouldn't even be a citizen anyway. They've been hoodwinking the American people and putting our tax dollars to your best interest and neglecting us for long enough. Kids shouldn't even be citizens. I don't care if you born over here and your mama ain't a citizen. How do you become a citizen? That was never the intent of the 14th Amendment, was that somebody come over here and drop a baby off and now their baby's a citizen. That was for people who were already here, that it was established they were citizens. They deserve to be here in the spirit of the 14th Amendment. And immigrants who come over here the right way, you can have a kid and be an American citizen. But you come over here and you just gonna anchor yourself here in America by being pregnant in Mexico but having the baby over here. Nah, man, I think that we need to clean house. Maybe you can come back. You just got to come back the right way, sweetheart. Maybe when you go, you appreciate America a little more, and we'll get the system cleaned up, and maybe we'll give you you get to the front of the line if you were already here and you got family here. Why can't we do that? I think we can make that happen. You just got to spend a little more time in Mexico somewhere. Maybe we'll come back and get you. You got a baby here? Okay, maybe we'll put you in the front of the line. And 3 million people who don't have no family here, that don't even need to be here in any way, we could just remove them from the rolls and focus on the people who got kids here or who had kids here that have an interest in America. Maybe we'll bring you back. But my ancestors died over here so that we can be here. They were enslaved, beaten, tortured, and they fought through that to have a piece of this land. And you ain't finna just come over here willy-nilly because you feel like it today.